we have to learn some vocabulary. Now, the first vocabulary word we're going to listen to or learn is this one here. This is a picture of a place in front of your house. What is this? It's a bell outside the door. You press it. It goes ding dong, right? Ding dong. What is that? It's a kind of bell, and it's at the door. It's at the door, and it's a bell. It's a doorbell. That's pretty easy. It's a doorbell. It's outside the door, and it is a bell. You push it, ding dong, sounds like a bell. So it's a doorbell. In front of your house, you have a doorbell. When somebody visits you, they press the doorbell. So doorbell, doorbell. It's two words that make one word, door and bell. Doorbell, very easy. Okay, the next word, what is this? This is very old, right? Probably you have a small one in your pocket. Something you use to talk to your friend. So you want to talk to your friend, you take this out of your pocket or your backpack, you can call your friend on it, and you can talk to your friend. What is it? What is it called? It's a telephone. 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 3 syllables or 3 sounds. Telephone. 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 Very easy. Of course, this is a very old telephone, right? We don't use those anymore. We use the very small or sometimes big pocket or cell phones. But it's a telephone. It's basically a telephone that we use to talk with our friend. Okay, the next word, what's this? This looks very interesting, doesn't it? This is a clock, so it's a type of clock, right? We tell time, but look at this. What are these things here? Those are bells again, another type of bell, right? And at a certain time, those bells sound, ding-ding-ding-ding-ding-ding, right? So what is this? It's a clock that wakes you up in the morning. Maybe you use this, maybe you use your cell phone. Probably you use your cell phone. But a long time ago, when I was younger, we used one of these to wake up in the morning. What is it called? It's an alarm clock. So it's a clock, right? It's a clock. What kind of clock? Alarm. Alarm means make a big sound. Alarm, ding-ding-ding-ding-ding, right? So an alarm clock is what we use to wake up in the morning. We need a very loud sound to wake up, right? Some people need a really, really loud sound to wake up. Some people, they sleep, ding-ding-ding-ding, they keep sleeping. Okay, so you need a very loud alarm clock to wake up in the morning. Alarm clock. Okay, our next word. Wow, this looks very interesting, right? Unhappy. He looks very sad, right? Because you are alone. If he's alone, he's very sad, right? It almost looks like a human, right? But it looks like a baby gorilla. So very interesting picture, but he looks sad because he's what? He's alone, so he is lonely. If you are alone, you are by yourself. You are by yourself. There are no friends, no family around you. You are by yourself. You are alone. How do you feel? You are lonely. Lonely. Be careful with L, lonely. We have 2 L's. Lonely. 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 So hopefully, I hope you don't feel lonely. But sometimes we feel lonely because we are alone. There are no friends or family around us. In that time, we feel lonely. Okay, next, somewhere where only animals live. Only animals, no humans. So it's in nature, some place where there are no humans and animals live without humans. They don't live with humans. What do we call this place? We say it's in the wild. In the wild. The wild is a place where there are no humans, no villages, no towns, no roads, no humans around, just animals. Only animals live there in the wild. Wild. W is like w, wild. And then we have LD, wild. D is when your jaw drops. D. Wild. Wild. So in the wild. Okay, the next word, giving help. So if something is giving help, what are they doing? What do we say for this word? We say helpful, because it's like full, right? This word here, full, 2 L's, means you have a lot of. It's full, right? But we only have 1 L here when we put it as an adjective. Helpful. Helpful. If somebody or something is helpful, they are giving help. So helpful, helpful, helpful. That is the word that means you are giving help. Okay, here's another word. This is a very funny picture, right? Very cute, right? We have a small animal on top of the girl's head. It's her pet, right? A small animal that lives with you. And I just said the word, right? So a small animal that lives with you, it can be a gerbil, it can be a hamster, it can be a dog, it can be a cat, it can be a bird. But it's a small animal that lives with you, not in the wild, but in your house. We call that, of course, a pet. I said that before, right? Do you have a pet? Many houses have a pet, like a dog or a cat, very common pets. But also a hamster, you could say hamster. A hamster is also a very common type of pet. They're fun, aren't they? They're very cute. And also, they make us so we are not lonely. We have something to play with, or something to love and to play with. Okay. What's this guy doing? That's crazy. What is he doing? It's exciting and not boring. So this kid is exciting, right? It's kind of exciting. We look at him, wow, what is he doing with his eyes? That's very strange. And his smile is very funny too, right? Because he's missing a tooth. He's missing a tooth. So if something is exciting, not boring, we say it is fun. It's fun. Let's do something for fun. Let's have fun. We want to be excited. We don't want to be bored. It's fun. Let's have fun. Okay. Here, this man, he cannot see. Not able to see. We know that very quickly because people who are like him have a long stick, and it's this color, white and red, and they use it so they can feel where they are going because they cannot see. What do we call this situation? We say blind. This person is blind. It's unfortunate. It's too bad. But sometimes this happens. So this person is blind. They cannot see. Blind. Okay, so the word is blind. Okay. Now, to move from one side to the other. So you're on one side of the street and you want to go to the other side of the street or river or anything. You want to go from one side, you want to go to the other side. What do we say? We say cross. I want to cross the street. Cross is a verb, right? So cross the street. Cross the street. Let's cross the street. We want to cross the street. So use cross as a verb. Let's go across, that's different. Let's cross the street. If you use across, that's a different word. Cross is the word that we use for a verb. Let's cross the street. You should cross the street here. Not here, you should cross here. Okay? So cross is a verb. Let's cross the street. Okay. This is another verb, to try to hear sounds carefully. So, it's very cute, isn't he, with the little feet? Okay, but look at these big headphones. By the way, these are headphones. They're very big for this little boy, really big. And he's listening, right? He is listening carefully. He's trying to hear sounds. Listen. So you listen to something. He's probably listening to music. To listen. Listen. Listen carefully. Okay? If I'm telling you something, listen carefully. But we listen to different things. To listen. To try to hear sounds carefully. Listen. Okay. Another one. To stay until something happens. So you're staying in one place. And you're what until something happens? You're staying until something happens. What are you doing? You are waiting. So before you cross the street, wait. Don't just cross the street. Stop. Wait. Look. Both sides. Then cross the street when it's safe. But you should wait before crossing the street. To stay. Stay here. Don't move. Wait until something happens. It's safe. Okay, then we can cross. But you should wait first. To stay until something happens. Wait.